Daddy, uh, he had this. This is what he was. He wanted everybody to go to bed when he went to bed, and he went to bed real early. And that's when Robert left home. He was going to bed one night, and it was real early. And Robert told him he wasn't going to bed that time. Well, that just it just brought on a fuss. So Robert left and came to our house, and he told us that what happened and said he wanted to go stay home, and and whatever he liked, they supposed to like what he liked, the flavor of ice cream, and also, I mean, he was just that way, and that I told you about when he was going to town one time, and he said he was going to town, and three little boys were standing out there, and I went out there, and he said. I'm gonna get you some ice cream. Said, and he looked at me and said, "What flavor do you want?" And so they was looking at me because they knew he liked vanilla, and that's what he always got.
Now, what three little boys was it?
It was Tom and Joe and Gary.
Okay.
And so I said chocolate. They just their face just lit up. And strawberry, that was crazy. And I knew Granddaddy liked vanilla, so I said vanilla. So he got a gallon of each one. And so he wanted them to eat the flavor he liked, but anyway, since I was out there, he gave them a choice. And he thought everybody would have been what he did. And whatever he did, they had to do it like he did. And but now Granddaddy was always really good to me. He really was. I couldn't ask for a better father-in-law.
He liked to hold the babies, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Yes, he always held Gail whenever she got old enough, and he would for breakfast in the morning. She'd be about 9 months old or less than 9 months old, and he would give her what he called a soaky, a bite of soaky. That's some coffee soaked in biscuit soaked in coffee. And so then when Robbie came along, I hated this so bad. It hurt Granddaddy so bad. And he had Robbie in his lap. And he was going to feed him, And so Phyllis walked in there, and she just run over there and jerked him out of Grandpa's lap, Granddaddy's lap, wouldn't let him hold him. Just hurt Granddaddy so bad. I just felt so bad for him. But whenever Granddaddy built that house down there, that big house, though, and then when Cotton and this made Granddaddy mad. He didn't say anything to him, but he was mad. And Grandma was too, because they didn't want him to do it, and he didn't even ask. He come in one day dragging that big trailer, two-bedroom trailer, house trailer, Cotton and Kathy, and pulled it up there not very far from the house. And every morning she'd send Mary over there to eat breakfast over at Grandma's and Granddaddy's. And on top of that, Cotton kept family trouble stirred up all the time. He told Kathy, and Mary was there when he did it. He said, "I'm gonna kill Lacey." He said, I'm gonna kill him. Well, Mary come down there, and of course she was just about 3 years old. And she was trying to tell us that Cotton was coming down there to kill Lacey,
Why?
And I don't know. But he didn't do it. Anyway,
I'm glad he didn't do it.
But it was just stuff like that, And Mary come down there, and she was just so upset because he was afraid he was going to do that, And but anyway. But that made Granddaddy and Grandma mad because he pulled that trailer in down there and didn't ask something about doing it. And him and Kathy lived there. I don't know for how long, because we was living in Memphis.